How are you guys? Still awake? Still happy? Nice to see you all. My name is Lars, and I will present the work done by myself, Zheng, at the University of Aalto in Finland, my colleague Gunnar, and Olli Seppänen, also at the University Aalto in Finland. So our title is Ontology for Standardizing Organizational Information and Knowledge in Industrialized Construction. And I represent a company called Mestergruppen. We are the #1 house builder in the Nordic countries, and we're also the #1 building supplier, so building component supplier. So we have a turnover of approximately 18 billion Norwegian kroner, which is something shy of 2 billion euro, and we build approximately 2,000 homes every year. And the challenge, and also maybe the solution, is that these homes are quite similar, which then allows for industrialized construction. So the problem is the project-based nature of construction projects, as we know. One way to fix this could be through industrialized construction, which is a standardized approach to house building in our case. Applying this, we have set forth a goal to halve the emissions, the costs, and also the delivery time of these house models. We build exclusively in tree or wood, just that being said. But industrialized construction is a plethora of various business models. So it's on a spectrum of project deliveries and business models, as explained by other researchers such as David Hall and others, which we tap into the knowledge of. This knowledge is rarely formalized and or reused, and there's a lack of data infrastructure to reuse this knowledge. Furthermore, we do have ontologies to tap into, one of them being Decon, which I will come back to, but they do not fully address the IC product or workflow integration either, and it misses links to organizational knowledge and the IC context. So that's what we have to research on. What are ontologies? I love this tutorial made by Michael DeBellis, it's on the internet, who explains actually how ontologies are used to describe the world, in this case a pizza, and how you set up an RDF graph to model a pizza. If you guys have the time, I would recommend diving into this tutorial. It's amusing and refreshing. The objective that we have set forth is to make an ontology for a very limited part of the construction process, namely what's going on the construction site. We call this the Project Production Management Ontology, and our aim is to formalize the IC product and workflow knowledge and information, to achieve a cross-context data integration, to create a knowledge graph to perform this, and to share the knowledge inside our organization. So the PPM framework consists of 3 phases that are interconnected. Number 1 is the specification. Number 2 is planning and execution, the production phase. And finally, the learning phase. And this is where the industrialized construction come into play, where we're able actually to recreate those homes over and over again. Our building system is modularized, meaning that we build houses of wall elements, story separators elements, and roof elements. So it's not a fully modularized system in boxes, it's a kind of a semi-modularized system. And we have then developed a platform which consists of a product portfolio of houses, a technology platform of software to plan and to construct these houses, and finally a set of standardized processes. This is our standard, and we apply this standard and this platform on all the various building projects at the bottom here. So our paper then describes an ontology for the PPM part, so the activities that are executed on the building site. We can tap into existing ontologies such as the Decon presented in 2021 by one of my research colleagues, Zheng and others, and other ontologies in the public area. So the PPM sets forth to describe activities on the building sites into work packages and job cards, and to handle their digital twin states, such as planned, as designed, as reported, and so forth. And during the peer review of this paper for this conference, one of the peers asked, okay, guys, do we need another ontology? Maybe yes, maybe not. In our case, definitely. We as a company need this, otherwise we're not able to make the software that I will show you in a minute. So in case you guys don't need it, then we need it at least. So What's the use case here? At the bottom, we have two use cases. Number one, as a contractor, as a carpenter or whatever, I need to know what kinds of activities I will perform today. That is my job card. And number two, do I have the resources needed? Do the gypsum plasterboards, are they ready? Where are they? Do I have my colleague? Will he join today? What's the weather like? And so forth. So I need information on my mobile phone explaining to me where my resources are and whether they are in place. And as a manager, I would like to track whether or not the tasks performed has gone according to plan or not. And that's the learning phase. And we have also designed a kind of a clever way to map these activities to then take care of the various states of the planned activities. So these are queried into the knowledge graph in the middle here that taps into the database that collects the data from the building site, whether they are scheduled as planned to the specific project. So scheduled data is for the whole catalog of houses. Generic data, as planned data, are for specific projects, and the reported information is from the building site as the project goes forth. So that's how we plan to implement this. And then the system architecture allows for a front-loading process, which is basically the known Gantt diagram. We work with a cost budget and we set up a schedule. That's fine. Everyone does that, the Gantt chart. But we go one step below that, and that's the desktop application where we split the tasks into work packages, which is the scope of work for one trade for 1 week, and to job cards, which is the scope of work for one team for 1 day. And then we build an app, giving this to the workers, saying, today I'm doing this. So that's on the right side. And in the middle, we constantly work on updating the schedule, which includes all the work packages in look-ahead meetings going 3 weeks ahead, and then weekly meetings going just for the next week. That is how we plan the projects. And this is linked to the logistics system, so that we can actually see online where are the goods. You need then to tap into a state-of-the-art logistics system to make this actually happen. It's not enough just to describe the activities, you also need to connect it with logistics. Very important. What does this look like? First, we start with a 3D model, and we need to kind of redesign the 3D model a bit and design it from the constructor's perspective, not the architect. So we split it into zones, which are work package zones, more or less. So what kind of materials are related to my work only? Those in the blue connects to these zones, and reds, and so forth. And then you can do the work package plan to the right using the colors. In this case, that's only for visualization. So you map the activities onto the 3D model at a deeper level than the normal IFC way of doing it or in other Gantt approaches. So that's basically our methodology. When we do this, again, remember the goal here is to build faster, less emissions, and at a lower cost. This can formalize our knowledge on how to build, and it's then reusable. It's based on the lean principle that you actually pull the information you need to the building site. It will give us commercial opportunities. It will support our contractors, which work with us in a franchise model, and we can provide this as a platform as a service to our contractors. Future work would be to work on AI, to use natural language to query the knowledge graph, and also to assist site managers in novel manners. And also, there's a lot to do on product lifecycle management in the construction industry. That's what we're just tapping into at the moment. So we have provided to you guys, or to ourselves, just a small brick in the wall, showing that we created an ontology that works for us, and the real world needs of industrialized construction, hopefully, that supports reuse, performance tracking, and learning. We are now tapping into AI for future work, product lifecycle management, as said, and we're looking for partners to scale this up and new use cases. Thank you very much, guys.